Hey small group leaders, Lee Smith, adult group pastor here at the Reservoir campus, and this is Jody Schmelzer for the Madison campus. And this message is just going out to all small group leaders, just come around and outlive your life. And we're in week 3, if you can believe that. We're already at week 3 of Outlive. So Jody, how's it going so far?
Man, it's going great. It's going great, Lee. I'm so excited and encouraged by what we're hearing from small group leaders. And week 1 was a great kickoff, and we're looking forward to a lot of great things coming ahead. Hey, man, I was encouraged by some of the things you shared with me this morning. Just getting together with some leaders this past Sunday. I think you got together with some of the Reservoir leaders, and you heard a little bit of feedback from them on what their thoughts were after week 1. Man, I was hoping that maybe you could share that with us, and we could kind of talk about that a little bit more together.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I had a chance this past Sunday to spend some time with about 40 of our small group leaders here at the Reservoir campus, and you know, the one question I asked them was to try to think of one word that basically kind of summed up how they feel around Outlive Your Life, how they think it's going, what is their own personal sense of, you know, outliving their life. And there were all kinds of words that were shared among all the small group leaders. I heard words like excited and inspired and, you know, this is an incredible journey. But also heard words, Jody, like anxious and I feel overwhelmed and, you know, and some things like that.
Sure.
You know, we just kind of took the time to really kind of remind everybody that, guys, this is a 6-week journey that will, you know, turn into a 24-month journey for our church and hopefully even years beyond that. And so, you know, the thing that we want to continue to remind everybody is that, you know, it's so important that we just kind of soak up this moment and enjoy this moment and just really walk with God and really just, you know, ask a couple questions. One of those questions would be, you know, God, what are you saying specifically to me in Outlive Your Life? And then what are you saying maybe in my marriage, you know, around Outlive Your Life? As a couple, what is it you're calling us to do? And the cool thing is everybody's going to have a different part in this. So, you know, those are a couple questions to think about.
Man, that's encouraging. I know that just that whole idea of maybe being anxious or maybe not knowing what's coming ahead of you. I have a feeling that I know that's in my own life too as a small group leader. And I can imagine that is across the board what some of our leaders are feeling. And one of the things that I want to just continue to encourage our leaders with is, man, you guys just have fun with this Outlive Your Life journey. Yes, there is going to be a sense of anxiousness in us, but I think that's an awesome sign that God is stirring something new within us. And so you guys don't have to have it all figured out right here in this moment. Our hope and prayer is that the Lord is going to continue to teach us what He wants us to know and how He wants us to live out in our lives over the next few weeks. And so when that begins to happen, that's also going to flow over into the life of our groups. And so it's going to be a good thing.
That's right. Sure. Yeah, and I think it's important as small group leaders we just keep in mind that, you know, whatever we're feeling, whether it be excited or whether it be anxiousness, chances are there are people in your small group that are feeling those exact same things.
That's right.
And for us as leaders to be sensitive to that and just be willing to just kind of prayerfully help them walk through that together.
Absolutely.
Hey, Jody, I got a question for you. So, you know, we've been hearing a lot about go, grow, and give.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could just kind of walk us through what is that all about and maybe how can we lead better through that as small group leaders?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great question because we're hearing grow, go, and give a lot.
Right.
And one of the things that we wanted to help you guys with as leaders for maybe even this coming week as your group meets is something that you can use, a tool that you can use to practically walk your small group through what it looks like to grow, go, and give. And there's an overview piece right here in your field manual. It's right before even the small group piece starts of the Outlive Your Life field manual. And in here it gives you a great overview of what specifically it is that we're calling you to consider as far as growing goes. And what specifically is that we feel like God has laid on our hearts about what it would look like to go. And specifically, what would that look like for us to give towards that as well? And so one of the things that I think would be real valuable in small groups just as they're meeting throughout this week is to open up your field manual to this page right here that's just the overview of what it means to grow, go, and give. And maybe even just begin discussion by asking your small group, hey, what is it that God is calling you to? What do you sense He's stirring in your heart right now in these specific areas of growing, going, and giving? And so we just wanted to kind of let you guys know as leaders that this could be a great way to stir some discussion up in your group this coming week.
Absolutely. So, you know, here we are. We're kind of like we said, week 3 into Outlive Your Life. And guys, I got to be honest, I know many of our groups met for the first time this past week. And already the emails and phone calls have been coming about some of the exciting things that God is already beginning to stir in our groups. And so, you know, as Jody and I just want to share with you today, man, be encouraged by that. Be encouraged that God is doing an incredible movement in the life of our church, in the life of our small groups. And guys, as we say often, but probably not often enough, we thank you so much for everything you do, because without you guys as leaders, you know, we just couldn't minister to people like we do. So thank you so much, and we just want to encourage you this week as you start week 3, just to be open with your groups and be willing to share with them kind of where you are in this journey as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Sharing with them where you are is a huge thing, because as authentic as you'll be as a leader, to that degree is going to be the authenticity of your group from that point moving forward. So,
that's right.
Hey, it's been great hanging out with you guys. Lee, it's been fun, and we'll be back again to shoot another video in the coming weeks.
That's right.
So,
see you next week, guys.
All right.